Hey folks, today we're talking about resumes and everything you need to know about what should go in them and how long they should be. So, rule number one, no longer than one page. Whether you're going to a chief pilot meet and greet, job fair, or interview, recruiters are only spending 6 to 8 seconds doing an initial review of that resume. Anything past one page and they are not going to see it. Number two, remove the objective. Everybody knows you're looking for a pilot position with their company. Because we only have one page, space is at a premium and we don't want to waste it with information that isn't going to elevate you in their eyes whenever you're sitting in front of a recruiter. Rule number three, flight times. There's only specific flight times HR needs to see on your resume. So adding things like nighttime, cross-country time, and other flight times like that really aren't going to make you any more or less competitive for the job that you're applying for need to be removed. Otherwise, they're just fluff, and once again, they're taking up space. Number three, certificates and ratings. This is very important. When you list your type ratings on your resume, you want to list them in the FAA format. So for instance, if we're taking a look at a 737, it would be a B737, or if we're looking at a Citation Sovereign, for instance, it would be a CE680. But we also need to have that type rating listed in the common name, especially because there are certain aircraft types, namely when we're talking about military aircraft and corporate aircraft, that the recruiters are not necessarily going to know what the FAA designator is. We never want to put a recruiter in a situation where they have to ask us a question that makes them look like they don't know what they're talking about. Next, professional experience. We want a minimum of 10 years experience on your resume. Anything beyond 10 years will be put on there if it's relevant to the job that you're looking for. For instance, if your military experience was beyond 10 years ago, but it's going to make you competitive for an airline job that you're going for, we want to put it on there. But anything past 10 years, you really have to ask yourself, is this going to make me more competitive? Next up, volunteer experience and honors and awards. We want to make sure we get these on the resume because these are great things that start great conversations, especially in interviews. We need to make sure that we're using space at a premium and that we're only putting the things on there that are going to be valuable to the recruiter that are going to start conversation. And lastly, college education. If you have it, great. Put it on there and make sure your GPA is on there. If you haven't completed a 4-year degree, right? Or you've only completed it partially, it still goes on there. You still get credit for it, but we need to make sure that when we put it on there, that we are clearly explaining that you've either completed a certain amount of it and you're still enrolled, you've completed a certain amount of it and you're not enrolled, but whatever it is, we need to make sure that it's on there so you're getting credit, but that we're being honest about it. All right, so now what I want you to do is scroll down to the bottom, take a look for the link, click on it to schedule a consultation and shoot us a copy of your resume. We'll take a look at it with you, we'll go through it, and we'll make sure that there's nothing missing and everything you have is laid out perfectly fine. Good luck and fly safe. Thanks for watching, folks. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button to keep up to date on the latest pilot hiring trends and strategies you can use to jumpstart your career. Fly safe.